Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the world of English with Sakshi Khanna here once again. And I hope you all are safe and protected, supporting your parents, living with your family happily and satisfactory. So, what I want to say today that as I shared with you yesterday one doubt session, I hope you would have understood. If you haven't, then I am not receiving any message and how I will proceed, because on the basis of yesterday doubt session, I'm proceeding now with the advanced level of the grammar basis erroneous sentence. Okay, so please comment the things, give me the feedback, then only I can help you in the same way, in the required way. Okay, so today again we will be continuing the same segment of the grammar, that is erroneous segment. Okay, so basis will be the same, the grammatical technical portion of the English grammar we will do it. Okay, but in the second session we will do it in the advanced level of English. We will take some concept which you must haven't heard, like that parallelism, okay, dangling modifiers, misplaced modifiers. So such type of terms which you haven't heard before, that we will be doing the same as well. Okay, so please get your paper and pen, sit properly, full concentration I need. Okay, so today first session I will recap the concept, the common erroneous basis. Okay, and in the second part, the advanced grammar based erroneous concept. Okay, so shall we start? Okay. Okay guys, on the screen the 25 most common grammatical errors in the English language. In this concept we will do the basics common errors which you can find while reading as well. Okay, while just speaking, while listening you can catch the erroneous segment of the sentence. Means it is purely based on the basics of grammar, English grammar. But today in the second session we will be doing the errors which you need to look between the line, then only you can find out. Yes, that is advanced basis to find out the erroneous segment in the sentence. So today we will be doing the both, but let's start with the common grammatical errors in English. How to use this guide? If I consider two session will be very much helpful for you people, then how to use that? First of all, you will become a self-aided person in English. Means you can correct any of the error while reading the paper, while reading the magazine, some article, you will catch there is an error in the sentence. So before you do any sort of reading, writing or whatever, sure you are not making these common mistakes. Okay, so keep track, notice the mistakes you make, soon you will be able to avoid them easily. See, if you are continuing doing the same things, means you are doing the same mistakes, that means it will become your habit. If we will rectify that mistake, you will not repeat in the future. In the same way, if you will be learning, then these are the wrong statement, these are the wrong basis to find out the grammatical error, so we need to correct them as well. So then you will be in the habit to go with the correct English sentence structure only, and you will be becoming better and the best day by day. Okay, no one can be the perfect just in a day. Fine, first you will become a good English user, second level better one, third level the best one. But to reach the best level, gap is there and we need to cover that gap, and these sessions will help us to cover the gap. Once you master these common mistakes, you can start writing better without worrying about making little mistakes. So please be very mindful, concentration I need to the fullest level to do this session. Okay guys, in the series of common error we are here with the use of whom and who. Very simple. Just look at the words. Who, where who should become, where whom should be there. Find who will directly go with the subjective pronoun if in the sentence you see he, she, it, means they are acting as a subject, then there should be who. If there is whom, that means that is erroneous segment of the sentence. Take it out. Now coming back to whom, opposite. Objective pronouns like him, her, us. Objective, subjective, that you understood. If objective subject is there in the sentence and they have provided who with that subjective pronoun, then it's wrong. What should come there? Whom. Okay? Second common error, lay and lie. Where the use of lay, where the use of lie in correct way. Lay transitive verb needs a direct subject and an object. Transitive, intransitive verb you all have done. Okay, lie, intransitive verb and needs no object. Fine, lay, you are laying the table. Okay, the table is must. You are laying and nothing, no subject, no object. That means there is an error. And intransitive, you are lying. It's so simple. It's a complete. So there is no error if it is used, because lie, when intransitive sense it has been used while speaking some wrong statement or lie statement, then it doesn't need any sort of object. Okay. So it is wrong in the version of the grammar when lay and lie both have some limitation. Lie without object will go correct and lay needs one object. Fine. To make it complete. If lay is there, no object, there is error. Okay, my viewers. Error number third in the common section. Continual and continuous. Both have the same meaning, something in the progress. Okay, now see the difference. Continual, something is constantly occurring but with lapses in occurrences. Means with some gaps. Alternatively, in that statement, continual will come, but if we are talking about continuous process, no break, okay, then it will come continuous. So it depends upon the nature of the sentence. You need to read, find out the context, in which context continual is used, that I told you, continuous is used, that I showed you. So you need to understand the context of the sentence, then you can find out the error. So something that continues without any stops or gaps or break, there we use continuous in the simple to understand. Common error category number 4, the use of whether and if. Whether, I just open the screen little broad for you people to understand. Whether is a conditional, okay, used when there are two or more alternative, whether low or high flame needed for this session. Fine. And if there is no alternatives, very simple. If there are two conditions, if there are two conditions and the word if has been used, the section is in the erroneous segment. Okay. And if there is no alternative, they have used whether, then also it is the erroneous segment. I hope you understood. Coming to the fifth number, the use of farther and further. So, very simple. Farther used for physical distance. Far. Just take out first three alphabets. Far. Far related to the distance. So, it is giving you clue as well. And further used for abstract length. For example, if I tell you that further proceeding, please inform me the status of your visit so that I can proceed further. Okay, so in this way we can use further means it's an abstract length, something I will get from the opposite side, then I will move further. Okay, farther, it's a physical distance which we can catch. Fine. I told you in the beginning only that today you will be listening some unheard words, concept, statement. So one is there on the screen, disinterested, uninterested. Both are correct, but the usage is different. The usage is different in different contexts. So look at that. Disinterested, someone who is impartial, no bias. And uninterested, someone who really just couldn't care less. So both the way, it's simple to understand. Where disinterested is used when the person is biased, okay, who is impartial, no bias, okay. Unbiased, the person is unbiased, he will be known as disinterested. And if uninterested has been written there, that is erroneous segment. And uninterested, someone who really just couldn't care less. Someone who really just couldn't care less, simple, that uninterested person. So disinterested means unbiased. Okay? Error number 7 in the common category, the use of since and because. So look at that, since always time related, because cause related. It's very simple. If there is some reason, okay, of the delay, then the person has used since, okay, then it's wrong. And if there is time related context and the person has used because, then also it's wrong. So very easy to understand. When time related context, then since. When cause related, because will come. Number 8, we have again big confusion, bring and take. The use of bring and take both have the same meaning. Bring, moving an object towards something, bringing something closer. Take, moving an object away from something, take away, not bring away. Okay, when we are sending the thing far from our side, then it is take. Fine. So you need to understand the context of the sentence, something moving away or something coming closer. Okay, if coming closer, take is there, it's wrong. If going away, then bring is there, then also it is wrong. In the series common error, we are now number 9. The use of affect and effect. Yes, again the difference of context. So just affect, almost always a verb, means to influence. Okay, effect usually describe the result or an outcome. For example, this COVID-19 outbreak, it's affecting as well and affecting as well. How it is affecting? It is affecting directly to the patients, okay, those who are positive, and it is affecting the people, those who are negative, lockdown at home, okay, no business, no work, and economy fall down. So these are affecting category, and affecting directly, direct, indirect approach. Okay, use of which and who. Difference is here, how to use, where to use which and who. Now which refers to object, non-humans. It's very common to understand, means you are not supposed to use which with the people, okay, means object or non-humans. And who refers to humans, means living, non-living. Difference is living and non-living. If with non-living someone has used who, error is there. If with living someone has used which, error is there. So in this way, with the context understanding, you will find out the error. Okay, coming up with number 12, the use of your and your. So closing it, your, possessive, your dog, your bag, your car. So possessive pronoun, okay, and you are, you plus are, describe a state of being. You are a doctor, you are a teacher, you are a child. So very simple, please don't get confused. Your, both are same, but context is different. Your shows the possession always, and you are the state of being. You are contraction, English with the apostrophe comma. Okay, common error. I checked the answer scripts of the students, even +1, +2, 10th, but they still are not in the state to differentiate difference between their and their. In the speaking, both are same, spellings are different, but context has great difference. Okay, so today I clear your doubt. They are, number 1, that is they are, they plus are describes a state of being, means they are cooking. There, it's related to the location, guys. It's purely related to the location, spellings THERE, and there, spelling THEIR, it shows the possession. Their dog, their houses, their factories, their jobs. Okay, so please clear your doubt and use it mindfully. In the same context, number 14, it's and its. Again, we are speaking in the same way, difference of just apostrophe comma. So, it plus is with the comma describes the state of being. It's a boy, it's running, it's raining. But it shows possessive. Its tail, its eyes, its arm, its whiskers, its dresses, its tree, its flowers. Okay, it shows the possession. Yes, very important rule. The use of me and I. Students always get confused where I and me to be used. Now look at I. It's a subject like he, she and it. Direct subject. Me, it's objective pronoun similar to him, her, them. See, if he is there, then against he, him will come. If she is there, against she, her will come. In the same way, if I is in the sentence, against that, me will come. Means it's a similar objective and subjective difference. Objective pronoun, subjective pronoun. Okay? Confusion. The use of peak. Okay, in the spellings only they are different, but guys, in the context, in the usage of the sentence, also they are different. Now see how. Peak. You need to understand the meaning. P-double-E-K. P-double-E-K means you take a quick look, means you look very fast. Peak. Peak over that. Peak. The highest point of something, peak of the mountain. Peak. To provide something. Okay, it's an action. Peak also an action. Peak is a state of the mountain. The highest state of the mountain point of something can be mountain or anything. Okay, means it is the crowd at its peak in afternoon. Okay, in afternoon. Okay, so in this way you can make the sentences. So peak, you take a quick look, you look at something very fastly, quickly. Peak, highest point of something, anything. Peak, to provide, to provoke something. I didn't read it properly. Provoke means persuade, pressurize, force something to do an act. Okay, when you provoke something. Okay, number 17, again confusion in the words, but context is totally different. The words are here, complement. Okay, see the usage, where to use complement. Just always remember it's a difference of I and E only. In number 1, complement, something that completes. Always remember, if E is there, that means it is related to the completion of something. Okay, or enhances something. Fine. Compliment, an expression of admiration for something. It can be good or bad. When you get some compliment, oh my god, your dress is just wonderful, your hairdo is admiring. Okay, that means you are getting some appraisal. It will come with the I compliment. Okay, and compliment, completion, towards completion. Very common, the use of between and among. Very simple to understand. Between used when something is in the middle of two things. Means two things are physically present in the sentence, then between will come. If more than two things, then among will come. It among being located within a group of things more than two. Okay. Again, I clear your confusion with two. We have three type of version in two. TWO, TO, TOO. So two, TWO, two dogs, two cows, two hands, two arms, two legs. Okay, TOO as well means we are adding something. Okay, two, used for infinitive forms of verbs. To eat, to sleep. I told you what are infinitive forms of verb when we add TO with verb first form. So all three version of two have different context, and we need to use in their own limited context based structure only. If they are not used in that, then there is an error. Next version of the confusion in the words a lot, a lot, a lot. Okay, so three types of words on the screen. Look at the usage. A lot means to assign. I have allotted him 2 assignments to complete by evening. A lot means there are many. A lot, there are many things. Okay, countable noun. A lot is not a word, so please don't use if you are using in speaking in writing. The use of loose and loose, both are different in their usage. LOOSE, something is not tied. Loose means to misplace something. I have lost my mobile somewhere. I have lost my bag somewhere. Okay. So in this way we can use loose and loose. So context is totally different. You understood? The use of subject verb agreement. The use of pencils is required for the exams. The problems of that boy are pressings. Okay, now see the use of pencils. Pencil is plural here. Okay, so we haven't used here are because we are targeting the main subject, that is the use. The use. Okay, the use is singular in the form and downward the problems, and here we are using are. So both are right because we are targeting the main subject. The problems are. The use is. Got my point? Okay. I clear your doubt between who versus that also. I have cleared whom versus who. So who versus which, and now that was left. So I am telling you that when you are describing a person, be sure to use who. For example, Julius Caesar was a man who was feared by Roman aristocrats but admired by members of the Roman army. So look at down, when you are describing an object, use that only. For example, the archaeologist found a chariot that belonged to an ancient pharaoh in an underground tomb. Okay, so when talking about object, so simple use who. When talking about person, simple use who. Okay. Okay guys, common sentence errors here in this series. This is the second segment of today's session. So in this series, we will be doing some of the terms which you must haven't heard, but today we will do it. Okay, it's a common terms based on the advanced English grammar like parallelism errors, run-on sentences errors, sentence fragments error, misplaced or dangling modifiers based error. So all the 4 sentences which I have used, I don't think so you must have heard about, we will do today also. So please be patient and concentrative. Today lecture is going little long. Okay, so on the screen just see it. Parallelism errors, run-on sentences errors, sentence fragments, misplaced or dangling modifiers. So what are parallelism? What is parallelism? Sorry. In grammar, parallelism, also known as parallel structure or parallel construction, is a balance within one or more sentences if similar phrases or clauses that have the same grammatical structure. Means parallelism means you need to create the balance both the side. If 50 grams this side, 50 grams to be that side. If they are not in the same way, that means no parallelism, no balance. Okay, so the application of parallelism affects readability and may take text easier to process. It will increase the readability and the process makes easier for us. In this series, number 2 we have run-on sentences. So run-on sentences in English grammar, also known as fused sentences, occur when 2 complete sentences are squashed together without using a coordinating conjunction. Means conjunction is missed, okay, or proper punctuation such as a period or a semicolon. Something is missed, and run-on sentences means everything has been just mashed up. Fine. So this is known as run-on sentences. Now sentence fragments. Sentence fragments, what is that? Very simple to understand. Just with the word you can realize the meaning, literally meaning you can realize. Sentence fragments means the breakage. Sentence fragments in grammar, sentence fragments are groups of words that look like sentences, but actually they are not sentences. They are used as complete sentence, then there is an error. So, but they are not to be a sentence in the groups. What does it mean? Or words need to have at least one independent clause. It means to say that in sentence fragments, they are not the complete sentences. They have been used as just a group of words, but they are showing that we are the complete sentence. So sentence fragments, it gives us little confusion. An independent clause in any of the group of words is missing. So we need to provide that. If it is not there, we need to find out that section out because error is there. That contain both a subject and a verb can stand on its own. Means independent clause should be there. So misplaced and dangling modifier. Very simple to understand. Literally misplaced means here or there. For example, if we are talking about the pen, pencils, our stationery, where it should be? It should be on my study table. It should be in my library. It should not be in the kitchen. It's a mismatched. Misplacing. Dangling, there, here, they are just moving, not at the right place. Means modifiers are not used as right place. So both terms refer to modifiers that are connected to the wrong thing in a sentence. So a misplaced modifier is too far away from the thing it is supposed to modify, while a dangling modifier's intended subject is missing from the sentence altogether. So these were the advanced concepts of finding out erroneous segment in the sentence, and today in the session we will be doing the same process wise. First, we have parallelism. With example, parallelism means that words, phrases, clauses used in pairs or groups must all have the same form, same structure. For example, if ed is there, then in the second part also ed, ing, then ing. So verb must match with verbs, nouns must match with their nouns. Very simple to understand. Now look at the example. I have been to Beijing and saw the Summer Palace. I have been to Beijing and have seen the Summer Palace. This is the correct version. And if I have been to Beijing and saw the Summer Palace, in the first segment we are using perfect, okay? Present perfect continuous form. And in the second segment we are using past tense. Both are wrong. We need to create the balance. So parallelism is related to the balance only. More sentence to understand. She likes to read but not write. She likes to read. Okay. In the first segment, to infinitive verb we are using. In the second segment, we are just writing one right. Okay. That is purely wrong. So we need to create the balance and we have added two at last. She likes to read but not to write. So it's a balanced structure of the sentence. More example. Wayne likes to read, exercise and watching movies. Very simple to make it now. Wayne likes to read, exercise and watch movies. Wayne likes reading, exercising, watching movies. If we are using with the ing, last sentence, then all the verbs are created gerund. Means ing has been added with every action, with every verb to create the balance. So last sentence is correct. Okay, in first two sentences there is something missing. Fine. More example, my car is sporty, economical and goes very fast. It's wrong. My car is sporty, economical and fast. My car looks sporty, runs economically and goes very fast. So last structure and middle one. Both are correct but first is incorrect because there is different usage of verbs, okay? But we are supposed to use the verbs in the same way, nouns in the same way. As we neared the airport, you could hear the jets. As we neared the airport, we could hear the jet. So, pronouns also the same. We was missing in that. So, you would be replaced with we and it will be complete sentence now. Please judge me by my words and what I do. Please judge me by my words and my actions. Okay? Please judge me by what I say and what I do. In both the sentences, middle and last one, we are using the same type of verb or noun or pronoun what we are using in the same way. But first sentence, there is mismatch. Run-on sentences. A run-on sentence has two or more independent clauses that are joined without the correct punctuation or conjunction. I told you in run-on sentences there is a mashup. Mashup means all together without any indication. So indication may be some punctuation mark or conjunction, but very rarely we get error based on the punctuation. So it's always related to the conjunctions. Just look at the example to understand it. The speech was long, it lasted for 1 hour. The speech was long, it lasted for 1 hour. So last three sentences are incorrect version. You can see the difference. First sentence, the speech was long, it lasted for 1 hour. What is the difference? Punctuation it. Okay. And third sentence, the speech was long, little pause, semicolon. It lasted for 1 hour. The speech was long, lasting for 1 hour with comma, semicolon and full stop. We have made three type of sentences. All three sentences are correct, but the first sentence is incorrect. Okay? Semicolon, which is better for joining two independent clauses, or semicolon or a period. Fine. So if you want the two clauses to be closely connected, use a semicolon. Means you don't want to separate them. And if you want to separate the thoughts more, create two sentences, then add comma. Okay. So a run-on sentence is not necessarily long. I walked, she ran. I walked, she ran. I walked, but she ran. See the small version of these sentences. So they are known as run-on sentences, in which we just find out the error based on conjunction. Maximum time conjunction based error are coming in this theme, in this title, that is run-on sentence. Sentence fragment is the next type. First, a definition. Fragment, a small part broken off or separated from something. Very simple to understand. So after the window shattered, small fragments of glass covered the floor. After the window shattered, small fragments, comma is there. Look at that. Comma is there. Small fragments of glass covered the floor. Now sentence fragments. A sentence fragment, incomplete sentence, is almost a sentence but it lacks a subject, a finite verb, a completed thought, anything. Okay. A sentence fragment is almost a sentence but it lacks any of these things. Finite verbs. A finite verb has a specific tense, person, number, singular or plural. In other words, it must match a subject. It should go with the subject in the corrective way. So I go, she goes, he went. Finite verbs. To go, going. Non-finite. Non-finite means we have adjusted. But finite, all adjusted, changeable. Okay, changeable. I go, she goes. Verb form changed. He went. Go, went, gone. With he, we have changed. But to go will remain with to go, to like, to dance, to eat. It will never change the shape. Okay, to will be there. So that is why they are known as non-finite. Examples of sentence fragments. Sentence fragments often begin with because, that, or an ing verb. Because I love staying in shape and losing weight. I make it little broader for you people. Example of sentence fragments. They always start with because, that, or ing verb. Because I love staying in shape and losing weight. Because I love staying in shape and losing weight, I exercise every day. I love staying in shape and losing weight, so I exercise every day. Look at the sentence once again. Because I love staying in shape and losing weight. Something is missing means sentence fragments. Sentence fragments, something is missing. What we have added to make it complete? Look at the last sentence. I love staying in shape and losing weight, so I exercise every day. Something reason to be put, which action you have done, you need to add. So that is known as suggested corrections. More example. Working on my homework all night. I have been working on my homework all night. Now, look at the difference. While just reading, you can catch the error. Working on my homework all night. I have been working on my homework all night. What was missing in the first sentence? Something was missing which we have added. Okay? The verb segment. More example to understand that I didn't have time for any fun. I was so busy. Okay. Some completed version was missed in that sentence. First one and second one we have provided. While reading we got the error. I was so busy that I didn't have time for any fun. Misplaced or dangling modifiers. Modifier, a word or phrase that changes or describe another word or phrase. You know that modifier. A dangle, to hang or swing loosely without any support. Without any support, moving here, there. Okay. They are known as dangler. So look at what sort of sentences we are having on the screen. Misplaced or dangling modifiers. A modifier is misplaced if it modifies the wrong word or phrase. So modifier, when it is used in the wrong way, it is known as misplaced modifier. A modifier is dangling when if the word or phrase that is supposed to be modified doesn't appear in the sentence, means no support, then it's in the dangling condition. Now look at the example. After beating two children, the police took away our dog. After biting two children, sorry, it's biting because of the problem while in my vision. After biting two children, the police took away our dog. After biting two children, our dog was taken away by the police. Okay, so look at that. If a sentence begins with a modifier after, okay, followed by a comma, whatever word or phrase is being modified must immediately follow the comma. Now, what is the difference? After biting two children, comma was here. Our dog was taken. Our dog was taken away by the police. Okay, I tell you one thing. Don't get confused. What is misplaced modifier? This teacher is just confusing us. The dangling modifiers. We haven't heard the terms. Forget it. Okay, just read these two sentences. After biting two children, the police took away our dog. After biting two children, our dog was taken away by the police. Second version is the complete version. Nothing is misplaced, nothing is missing, nothing is dangling here and there. All sentences are intact in the grammatical term. So, it is correct. The second sentence is correct. Another solution, rewrite the sentence. Having been thrown into the air, the dog caught the ball. When the ball was thrown into the air, the dog caught it. The dog caught the ball that had been thrown into the air. First sentence is wrong. While just reading, I just caught the error. Means first is the wrong. You can see there is nothing in the slide. Okay, no sign of wrong or right. But I caught it because while just speaking, while just reading, I caught the error. So example of dangling modifier. Having finished the assignment, the TV was turned on. Having finished the assignment, Wine turned on the TV. Who turned on? Okay, the subject was missed. Means something unsupportive. Who has done that action of turning on? The person was missing. So wine is added. So second sentence is correct. Dangling modifiers, don't let the context fool you. Wine worked hard on his English homework. Having finished the assignment, the TV was turned on. Okay, don't let the context fool you. Wine worked hard on his English homework. Having finished the assignment, the TV was turned on. No mangling, dangling, or tangling. Very simple. It is just a slang language I have used here just to make you little comfortable. Don't get confused because I have used some unheard terms today. So you people, please don't get confused. Just chill out, okay? And try to understand what I want to say, that if you are good in the basic grammar, you can find out the error while just repeating the sentence, reading the sentence, speaking the sentence so easily. This is the time to say you thank you for being with me. Stay like this with your pen and paper, very much concentrative. And if you are not feeling comfortable to comment in the box, you are not comfortable to give me the feedback in the group, then please, you all are connected with me through personal wall as well, but please ask me the question so that I can understand that what I want to say you people are getting. So stay protected, stay safe, happy as well, with the smile, because only smile can make great change in the life. Whatever the circumstances, whatever the situation, keep smiling. It will give you internal strength. Okay, that is must in today's era where we all are living. Okay, so stay tuned with me. Signing you off today. Goodbye.